A ribbed slab is provided for A plain ceiling, B thermal insulation, C acoustic insulation, D all the above. The correct answer is all the above. For a number of columns constructed in a RCJW, the type of foundation provided is A footing, B raft, C strap, D strip. The correct answer is strip. As the percentage of steel increases, A depth of neutral axis decreases, B depth of neutral axis increases, C lever arm increases, D lever arm decreases. The correct answer is depth of neutral axis increases. If W is weight of a retaining wall and P is the horizontal earth pressure, the factor of safety against sliding is A 1.0, B 1.25, C 1.5, D 2.0. The correct answer is 1.5. An intermediate T-beam reinforced with 2 layers of tensile steel with clear cover 13 cm encasted with the floor of a hall 12 meters by 7 meters is spaced at 3 meters from adjoining beams, and if the width of the beam is 20 cm, the breadth of the flange is A 300 cm, B 233 cm, C 176 cm, D 236 cm. The correct answer is 176 cm. Pick up the assumption for the design of a pre-stressed concrete member from the following. A transverse plane section remains a plane after bending. B. During deformation limits, Hooke's law is equally applicable to concrete as well as to steel. C. Variation of stress in reinforcement due to changes in external loading is negligible. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. Side face reinforcement shall be provided in the beam when depth of the web in a beam exceeds A 50 cm, B 75 cm, C 100 cm, D 120 cm. The correct answer is 75 cm. The stresses developed in concrete and steel in reinforced concrete beam 25 cm width and 70 cm effective depth are 62.5 kg cm2 and 250 kg cm2 respectively. If M15 the depth of its neutral axis is A 20 cm, B 25 cm, C 30 cm, D 35 cm. The correct answer is 30 cm. The angle of repose of a soil is the maximum angle which the outer face of the soil mass makes. A with the horizontal, B with the vertical, C with the perpendicular to the inclined plane of the soil, D none of these. The correct answer is with the horizontal. A column is regarded as long column if the ratio of its effective length and lateral dimension exceeds A 10, B 15, C 20, D 25. The correct answer is 15. Enlarged head of a supporting column of a flat slabs is technically known as A supporting end of the column, B top of the column, C capital, D drop panel. The correct answer is capital. The section of a reinforced beam where most distant concrete fiber in compression and tension in steel attains permissible stresses simultaneously is called A balanced section, B economic section, C critical section, D all the above. The correct answer is all the above. The width of the flange of a L beam should be less than A 1/6 of the effective span, B breadth of the rib 4 times thickness of the slab, C breadth of the rib half clear distance between ribs, D. Least of the above. The correct answer is least of the above. A singly reinforced concrete beam of 25 cm width and 70 cm effective depth is provided with 18.75 cm to steel. If the modular ratio M is 15, the depth of the neutral axis is A. 20 cm, B. 25 cm, C. 30 cm, D. 35 cm. The correct answer is 30 cm. The weight of reinforced concrete is generally taken as A. 2,200 kg M3, B. 2,300 kg M3, C. 2,400 kg M3, D. 2,500 kg M3. The correct answer is 2,400 kg M3. The zone in which transverse bending is likely to occur may be obtained by drawing a line from the faces of the column making an angle with horizontal where is A. 30, B. 45, C. 60, D. None of these. The correct answer is 45. If Pkg M2 is the upward pressure on the slab of a plain concrete footing whose projection on either side of the wall is a cm, the depth of foundation D is given by A. D 0.00775 AP, B. D 0.0775 AP, C. D 0.07775 AP, D. D 0.775 PA. The correct answer is D 0.00775 AP. According to load factor method, the permissible load W on a short column reinforced with longitudinal bars and lateral stirrups is A. Stress in concrete x area of concrete, B. Stress in steel x area of steel, C. Stress in concrete x area of concrete, stress in steel x area of steel, D. None of these. The correct answer is stress in concrete x area of concrete, stress in steel x area of steel. In a cantilever retaining wall without a heel slab, A. Thickness of the stem is kept same throughout, B. Base slab is made 10 cm thicker than the stem, C. Width of the base slab is kept 0.7 times the total height of the wall, D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. The Young's modulus of elasticity of steel is A. 150 kN mm2, B. 200 kN mm2, C. 250 kN mm2, D. 275 kN mm2. The correct answer is 200 kN mm2. The maximum permissible size of aggregates to be used in casting the ribs of a slab is A. 5 mm, B. 7.5 mm, C. 10 mm, D. 15 mm. The correct answer is 10 mm. In a simply supported slab, alternate bars are curtailed at A. 1/4 of the span, B. 1/5 of the span, C. 1/6 of the span, D. 1/7 of the span. The correct answer is 1/7 of the span. The diameter of main bars in RCC columns shall not be less than A. 6 mm, B. 8 mm, C. 10 mm, D. 12 mm. The correct answer is 12 mm. The breadth of a ribbed slab containing two bars must be between A. 6 cm to 7.5 cm, B. 8 cm to 10 cm, C. 10 cm to 12 cm, D. 12 cm to 15 cm. The correct answer is 8 cm to 10 cm. The minimum thickness of the cover at the end of a reinforcing bar should not be less than twice the diameter of the bar, subject to a minimum of A. 10 mm, B 15 mm, C 20 mm, D 25 mm. The correct answer is 25 mm. For the design of a simply supported T-beam, the ratio of the effective span to the overall depth of the beam is limited to A 10, B 15, C 20, D 25. The correct answer is 20. In the zone of RCC beam where shear stress is less than 5 kg cm2, nominal reinforcement is provided at a pitch of A 1/2 lever arm of the section, B 1/3 lever arm of the section, C lever arm of the section, D 1/2 lever arm of the section. The correct answer is lever arm of the section. In a singly reinforced beam, A compression is borne entirely by concrete. B steel possesses initial stresses when embedded in concrete. C plane sections transverse to the center line of the beam before bending remain plane after bending. D elastic moduli for concrete and steel have different values within the limits of deformation of the beam. The correct answer is plane sections transverse to the center line of the beam before bending remain plane after bending. A precast pile generally used is A circular, B square, C octagonal, D square with corners chamfered. The correct answer is square with corners chamfered. On an absolutely rigid foundation base, the pressure will A be more at the edges of the foundation, B be uniform, C not be uniform, D be zero at the center of the foundation. The correct answer is not be uniform. As per IS 456, the reinforcement in a column should not be less than A 0.5 and not more than 5 of cross-sectional area, B 0.6 and not more than 6 of cross-sectional area, C 0.7 and not more than 7 of cross-sectional area, D 0.8 and not more than 8 of cross-sectional area. The correct answer is 0.8 and not more than 8 of cross-sectional area. If the bearing capacity of soil is 10 tons cm2 and the projection of plain concrete footing from walls is a cm, the depth D of footing is A D 0.0775 A, B D 0.775 A, C D 0.775 A, D D 0.775 A2. The correct answer is D 0.775 A. An RCC lintel is spanning an opening of 2 m span in a brick wall. The height of the roof is 2.9 m above the floor level and that of the opening is 2.1 m above the floor level. The lintel is to be designed for self-weight plus A triangular load of the wall, B UDL of wall, C UDL of wall load from the roof, D triangular load from the roof. The correct answer is UDL of wall load from the roof. The pitch of the main bars in a simply supported slab should not exceed its effective depth by A 3 times, B 4 times, C 5 times, D 6 times. The correct answer is 6 times.